This video covers notes 4-6 over discrete versus continuous situations. So, we are refreshing up at the top that discrete are very specific counted points, whereas continuous are measurable. You can have anything in between, any number that you can imagine would be in there. So we are going to determine by circling D or C. We're going to circle one of those, so don't do that. And then we're going to write just a little quick Y behind it. So the heights of your classmate, discrete or continuous. So we need to ask ourselves, can I have in between heights? Well, yeah, you can. So this would be continuous because heights can be in between. Or you can have different heights. You don't have very specific. Now, most people around your age are around specific general heights. But for these, they're more continuous because you can have 5 feet, 4 inches, and no quarter of an inches. You can have 5 feet, 4 inches, and a quarter. You could be 5 feet, 4 and a half, that kind of thing. Number of books on a shelf is going to be discrete because you can't have part of a book. So you're basically looking at, could it be split? Heights could be split because you can have parts of inches, but books cannot be split because you can't have part of a book. Sure, you can have smaller books and bigger books, but you can't have part of a book. Weights of watermelons is going to be continuous because you can have in between weights. So weights can be in between. You can have a watermelon that weighs 5 pounds, one that weighs 5.01 pounds, that kind of thing. The age of a person is going to be more discrete, but it could also be continuous. So I want you to think about when you say your age. Most of the time we say, I'm 13, I'm 14, I'm 15. We don't typically say, I'm 15 and 340 days. So it would be discrete because age is in years. But it could also be continuous because you can be a specific day old. So it's kind of up to you. This one's kind of an interesting one. It could be discrete because the age is in years, or you could be continuous because you could say I'm 30 and 1 day old, and you can have in between on years. So that kind of depends. Number of words in a book is going to be discrete because you can't really split words. You can't have part of a word. And it makes sense. Like if I said parts of a whoa, you'd be like, what? So you can't have parts of a word. Okay, and then this little piece down here, we're just putting a D for discrete or C for continuous. So a stack of coins would be discrete because you would not have parts of a coin. You can have a full coin, but you cannot have parts of a coin. So you have 1 coin or 2 coins or 3 coins. You don't have in-betweens. A bag of apples is going to be discrete because you can't have parts of an apple, but 60 minutes is going to be continuous because you can have 1 minute, 2 minute, part of a minute, half a minute, third of a minute, that kind of thing. A dozen eggs is going to be discrete because you cannot have part of an egg, not like in a normal, right? You can eat half a scrambled egg, but you can't have part of an egg in a shell. The area of a circle is going to be continuous because as you change the pieces of that circle, the area will change as well. And so you can have a circle that's 12 inches, a circle that's 12.01 inches, that kind of thing. The distance from here to the moon is also going to be continuous because measurements are mostly continuous. So area, distance, those types of things we can have in between. Pearls on a necklace is going to be discrete because on a pearl necklace, you don't have part of a pearl. Number of people in a room is going to be discrete because you don't have part of a person. Temperature is going to be continuous because you can have parts of temperatures. Now, this one could also kind of be discrete. It depends on how you think of it. You could say most of the time we say our temperature is 74 degrees, 75, 81, 103. But you really can have in-between temperatures. So it's kind of up to you. It could be continuous or discrete. And then shoe size is going to be discrete because you only have like normal whole sizes and half sizes. They don't really make 8 1/4, 8.2. They don't make those types of sizes. Oh no.